Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me today. I've been playing a lot of Palworld here last couple of weeks. Since it came out. I've been really enjoying this game. There's a few things I wanted to talk about today. I know there is a lot of videos and a lot of people comparing Palworld to Pokemon. I've grown up playing Pokemon. I was born in '94. So I was a little bit older when I got my first Pokemon game. But played pretty much every Pokemon game that they've had out, all the way back until Red and Blue. So Pokemon does have a little bit of a special place in my heart. But I have seen a lot of people saying that some of the pals are rip-offs of Pokemon designs, and you can kind of see that with some of the pals that are in the game here now. But I don't think that I don't feel that Palworld is a rip-off of Pokemon in any way. In my opinion, I feel that Palworld is a little bit more of a more like a tribute to Pokemon. One of the I can find him here, right here. So we got Anubis, and you can look at this. He looks very similar to a Lucario, and it very similar designs in terms with the face, the body structure, everything like that. But I don't feel that it is a ripoff of Pokemon in any way. To me, like I said, this game feels more like a tribute to the success of what Pokemon is. Pokemon has kind of coined the appearance of the different Pokemon in terms of the art style. But it's like writing a book, or even better example. Okay, you got Simpsons. Okay, Simpsons have done just about every storyline you can think of. Okay, they make fun of it in South Park, and American Dad, Family Guy. So they make fun of that all the time. Okay, but just because the Simpsons did it one time, okay, doesn't mean that if like American Dad or Family Guy or anything else does something similar, it doesn't mean it's a ripoff. Okay, now that's just my opinion. You can agree with it, or you can disagree with it. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You're not gonna get nothing from me for having a different opinion. But to me, this game feels, like I said, more like a tribute. Gameplay-wise, it is very similar to Arc. With the whole capturing your pals, very similar to taming dinosaurs. But even Arc has their own version of a Pokeball. And I haven't seen any reviews or any videos or anything where anybody's out there screaming, "Oh no, they ripped off! They got a Pokeball in here. That's a ripoff." You could say that, but I don't feel that's the case. And I think that's why you haven't seen anybody, at least I haven't seen any videos or any comments or anything to that regard. But I think the creators of Palworld, Pocket Pair, I think with their mindset, they saw that a lot of people really enjoyed the cute aesthetic of Pokemon, and said, you know what, we're going to take the concept of that cute aesthetic, that design, and what makes Pokemon stand out for so many people, and we're going to try to imitate that. And there's nothing wrong with imitating it. Okay. Weird Al Yankovic, he parodies people's songs. Okay. So much to the point where artists consider, you know, if Weird Al has made a parody of your song, then you've made it as an artist. Okay. It's not an insult. It's, you know, it's out of respect. It's saying, I can take something that you created and, you know, I can create something else with it, you know, but make it different, make it its own thing. And to me, I feel that that's what Palworld is. I'm trying to find my... Oh, he's stuck somewhere. But, you know, they do have a relatively good roadmap for what they want to implement in the future. You know, they want to do PvP. I did see, like, destructible buildings and stuff. You know, being able to destroy the environment around you, which would be really, really nice. I don't know a whole lot about coding and you know, all that stuff with designing games and stuff, so I don't know how that kind of stuff is implemented into the game. There are definitely a lot of improvements. There are bugs and glitches. You know, you saw my, you'll probably see in the video here at some point, there's bugs and glitches, you know, so it does need polishing. I am looking forward to seeing some new pals. I think that would be really nice. And, you know, of course, they're not going to be like Pokemon. They're not going to have, like, over 1,000 of them. You know, that would be cool, but in terms of gameplay, I don't think that they would be able to do something that big. But again, you know, like I said, I don't know nothing about coding and how that stuff works. But, you know, in terms of with, like, Nintendo, there's a lot of rumors of people talking about a potential lawsuit with Nintendo, because they feel that a lot of people are saying that PAL designs have stolen assets, or, you know, AI generated, or stuff like that. Let me see if I can find him. There's one, okay, like this guy here. A lot of people are saying, you know, this is a ripoff of Delphox. Okay, and I don't see it, not with this. Okay, you know, you got Anubis, you know, which is very, very similar to Lucario. You could say, yeah, that you know, that could be a ripoff, but, okay, people are saying that, you know, like, the face of the design, that this is like, crap, I can't think of the name, Cinderace. You know, I can kind of see that, okay, but when I see these designs, okay, like Anubis, like that one, some of these designs, okay, it makes me think Pokemon. It makes me, it gives me nostalgia. Okay, because I can look at that and it gives me memories of when I got my first Lucario in Diamond and Pearl. You know, and you get the egg and you hatch it and it's a freaking Lucario. The first time I hatched that egg and it was a freaking Lucario, it changed my entire team, my entire strategy, my whole approach to the game. Okay, because of that Lucario. It was a great, great moment in my life. But, you know, in terms of legally, I don't know how the legal aspects work for the game, but I don't think Nintendo really has any standing. Okay, you know, because I mean, this is an electric, you know, you could say this is an electric mouse, but he kind of looks more like a cat to me. Okay, and just because he's got a similar design on the tail doesn't mean it was stolen. you know, like I said, it feels inspired. We're just gonna go ahead and get off of that topic here. You know, again, this game is still in early access, so there is a lot of work and improvement that needs to be done. I'm really looking forward. I can't wait to see what they're going to be able to do with this game in the future. I'm really excited. I've been enjoying this game for what it is, and that's the other big benefit of this game. The reason why it has been successful and worked out the way it has is because it's a fun game. And when it comes down to it, that's all it is. It's a fun game, it's a fun experience, and it's got a very simple, yet repetitive gameplay loop. You know, they don't have a whole lot of endgame content right now at this moment, but they have shown that they do have plans to add new stuff to the, you know, in the future with the roadmap and everything. But you know, a lot of people are there's a lot of Pokemon fans that are upset because Palworld has been successful. You know, and again, it all stems from the whole big argument is that it's a ripoff, it's stolen assets, it's too close to Pokemon, and you know, it's a stupid argument, in my opinion. Okay, you gotta pick the hill you want to die on, and you know, if Nintendo hasn't come out and said that they're pursuing a lawsuit, that they're gonna, okay, I don't see anything like that happening. You know, quite possibly it could. But, you know, like Lethal Company. Okay, Lethal Company has been freaking huge. Okay, I haven't personally played it. I've watched a couple, you know, some videos and stuff. You see it on YouTube. It's very popular, so you're seeing it everywhere. Okay, but if somebody comes out with something similar, you know, are people gonna freak out because it's too similar to this game? You can't do that. You know, it's stupid. Everybody deserves a chance. Okay, and you know what it all comes down to it. Okay, it's a very fun game, and that's what people want. Okay, people don't want these game companies to tell them what kind of game experience they want. Okay, I feel that a lot of gaming companies, a lot of it has been lost to the greed. And I understand video gaming, creating a game is extremely expensive. It takes a lot of hours, a lot of effort, a lot of people working. Okay, it's like a clock. All your gears, everything are all working together. Okay, when it's done, you get something good. If it's done right. But a lot of these game companies and stuff, it's all about the profit. Okay, there's no microtransactions. There's no paid DLC. Okay, I would like the idea of possibly getting maybe cosmetic stuff for your character. You know, but there's the thing, this game is successful. It doesn't need microtransactions. It doesn't need DLC. You know, even though this game is, you know, still at early access, it still needs a lot of polishing. I'm missing all my shots here. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's a fun game. It's a fun experience, and that's what people want. And if you're able to create something, that people enjoy, I mean, just look at the popularity of this. I mean, it's freaking skyrocketed. Millions of players around the world are playing it. Okay, I've seen some videos where people talking about how they want to see this come to Switch. They want to see this come to PlayStation. And to me, whatever console it's on, it doesn't really matter. I got a PlayStation. The Xbox has been broken for about a year, but that's just because all I need to do is buy a new power cable, and that's a $50 investment. But at this moment, it isn't anything major. It's not a big importance for me right now. So whichever console, whatever you want to play it on, it all comes down to what you prefer, what you enjoy. Again, like I said, the game does need improvements. Like right now, I spent the other day, I rebuilt my whole base, and it does need a little bit more, it does need streamlined a little bit more. But biggest thing is, ever since I redid my base, these guys are getting stuck everywhere. So the AI pathing and stuff like that, it does need improvements. But all in all, in my opinion, I give this game at about 8.5 out of 10. Because again, it's still in early access, but for an early access game, they have delivered on a lot of content. Okay, there's a lot here to the game. Okay, I've got almost 100 hours into this game, and I'm not even at level 50 yet. I still have so much of my map I have not explored. And I'm already 100 hours into this game. And they're adding more to the future. There's hopefully there'll be a lot more added to this game. And I think with the popularity and with how successful it has been, that Pocket Pair is going to be able to deliver on it. And as of right now, they fully have my support. I'm trying to be partial about it. Looking at the game through a I don't know how you'd say it, but I'm without bias. That's what I'm looking for. I'm viewing the game as the game that it is, the game that it's intended, and the experience that they intended for us to have. And I feel that they have delivered on it very well. And I wish a lot more games were about fun, about the player. Okay. Because game companies, they don't do that no more. It's all about the profit. Okay, milk the player for as much as you can. And a game like this, okay, if they introduce the paid DLC, if they introduce the microtransactions, okay, paid DLC, I'm about 50-50 on that. Okay. Depends on the content, depends on, you gotta look at everything as a whole. Okay. Microtransactions, a lot of people have an issue with. A lot of people don't want to deal with microtransactions. Okay. It's one of the reasons that killed Destiny 2 for me. Okay, I got it at launch. I bought I bought one of the special edition versions. I played Destiny back on the PS3 when I upgraded to the Xbox One when I got it. It was a great game, and I feel that with all the microtransactions that they've done, it really killed the vibe for me. So I would really hope that Palworld will never incorporate microtransactions. I don't think that they have any need for any DLC. There is a lot to this game, and again, still in early access. But there is so much that they have already given us that even if they did introduce DLC or microtransactions, I would be more willing to partake in that because I enjoy the initial experience that they have given. And that's just my opinion for now. It can always change. Okay? There's a lot of people that are trying to say that Palworld's dead now, and I don't really feel that. I think a lot of people are saying that because they're trying to drive people away from Palworld because they feel that it's too much of a ripoff, too similar to Pokemon. And again, like I said before, it's okay, frickin' Simpsons already did it. Okay, just because somebody has something similar or has come up with the same concept or just, you know, unless Nintendo can prove that they've stolen assets, that they just, that they used Pokemon designs for these guys or anything like that, okay, I can understand. My opinion will change. But right now, you know, I'm 30 years old. I've played Pokemon since I've been old enough to be able to read and play Pokemon. Okay, I still play Pokemon to this day. I haven't done anything in the last couple of months, but I was real big into competitive back in Sword and Shield. I mean, I love Pokemon. Because Pokemon is Pokemon. You know, when you say Pokemon, okay, like Pikachu. Everybody knows Pikachu. Okay. So Nintendo has a very well-established franchise with Pokemon. Okay. You know, there's a lot of Pokemon, a lot of things. You show somebody a picture of, they can tell you who that is. Okay. And I would love to see something similar happen with Palworld. Okay, I don't feel that doing something similar to what Nintendo has done with Pokemon is a bad thing. Okay, I don't follow a whole lot online, you know, with the news and on Twitter and stuff like that. I got more important things to do than deal with that kind of drama and stuff. But again, my ultimate opinion of this is I feel Palworld, in terms of the PAL's design and everything, I feel it's a tribute. It's a compliment. It's saying, we see Pokemon, we see its success, we see what's working, so we're going to imitate that. We're going to do our own thing, but we're going to imitate the visual appeal of the cute and the cuddly and and we're going to make something our own. And if Nintendo does pursue them, if they do have legal grounds to pursue them, you know, then it'll be what it'll be. You know, my opinion might change, probably will change in the future, but for the most part now, I think it's a really good game. And if you're able to get a hold of the game, I believe it's still on Game Pass on Xbox. But if you are able to play the game, if you have access to it, I would highly, highly recommend you play it. Give yourself a couple hours. Okay, I'd say about 4 hours. 4 to 6 hours. Okay, give you about 4 to 6 hours into the game. Okay, and then form your opinion. You know, too many people come into games like this, come into situations like this, and they've already pretty much made up their mind on how they're going to feel about it. Okay, and opinions change, you know, either way, for the good or for the bad. But I would highly recommend that you try out the game for what it is. And, you know, you enjoy the experience. I would like to see this develop into its own franchise. You know, you got the Pokemon world. I'd like to see more to the Palworld. You know, I'd like to see spin-off games. I want to see Pocket Pair succeed. And with what they've delivered so far with this content, I think they will succeed. So far they are succeeding, and we need more games that are fun. Okay, you know, there's a lot of competitive and stuff in today. A lot of people like competition. Okay. I'm not one to lie. I love my competition in Pokemon. Okay, there's a strategy. There's you know, there's work, there's thought, there's effort that has to be put into it. But Pokemon is Pokemon. You know, and Palworld, in my opinion, is its own thing. It might be very similar, but it's not a ripoff, not in my opinion. And I've just kind of been rambling on here for a little bit, but that's my ultimate take on it. So once again, if you're able to play the game and actually experience Palworld, I would highly recommend you check it out and you give it a try. Because if you're able to enjoy the game for what it is, like I have, you'll be able to really enjoy yourself. I spent a lot of hours building my base. You got breeding, you know, the farming, and I love what the fact that your pals are incorporated into the gameplay. Okay, your pals work at your base. They do different stuff. Okay, you're not, as a solo player. Okay, I have ADHD, so it is incredibly difficult for me to stay on task. You probably picked that up with how I talk. I kind of just jump around, I ramble on a little bit. You know, so having your pals that are able to kind of automate your system makes things a lot easier for me. Okay, makes this a much more enjoyable experience because I don't have to worry about coming over here and harvesting 6 berry plots, a wheat, tomatoes, lettuce, and then I have to come over and manually make flour, and then manually cook your food, and then sort your boxes, and then still have to go out and farm for your resources. It just, I would like to see some more survival games incorporate a little bit more automation, because it makes things easier for people like me with a disability who have trouble with certain aspects of things. But that's gonna go ahead and be the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I just kind of pretty much rambled on there for a while, but I hope you found the information helpful and useful. I hope you're able to pick up the game and try it out for yourself. Because I stuck. I'm gonna destroy my base. I need some grenades. They did not want to be caught there.